They cheated. They lied. They thought I'd stay quiet, broken, dependent. But what they didn't know was this: walking away from them would become the best decision of my life. This isn't just a breakup story. This is a story about betrayal, financial manipulation, narcissistic love, karma, and the kind of glow-up no one can take from you. If you've ever been betrayed, taken for granted, or made to feel small by someone who promised to love you, stay with me. I didn't find out my spouse was cheating because they came clean. I found out because lies have a way of collapsing under their own weight. Suspicious texts, late nights that didn't add up, and the constant feeling that I was somehow crazy for questioning things. When the truth came out, they cried, they apologized, they promised to change. But something felt off. They weren't crying because they hurt me. They were crying because they were about to lose control. That's when I realized the betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was financial. Accounts I couldn't fully access, decisions made together that only benefited them. A life where my trust funded their freedom. I wasn't a partner, I was a resource. Here's what hurt the most. This wasn't the first time I'd been here. Before my marriage, I dated a narcissistic ex-boyfriend, the charming kind, the type who love bombs early and slowly drains you later. He made me feel special, until I was anxious, apologizing constantly, and questioning my worth. Different person, same pattern. I didn't just ignore red flags, I explained them away. And when my marriage fell apart, I finally had to ask myself a hard question. Why did I keep choosing people who benefited from my silence? Divorce isn't dramatic like the movies. It's quiet. It's signing paperwork alone, packing pieces of your life into boxes, lying awake wondering how you ended up here. I felt embarrassed, angry, numb. Part of me wanted revenge, to expose everything, to make them feel my pain. But I was exhausted. So instead of destroying them, I decided to rebuild myself. The glow-up didn't start with a mirror. It started with boundaries. I learned about money, every dollar, every account. I went to therapy instead of texting back. I stopped explaining my decisions to people who didn't respect me. I studied manipulation, romance scammer red flags, why charm without consistency is a warning, not a gift. I didn't become colder. I became clearer. And slowly, the person who once felt invisible started taking up space again. Karma doesn't knock loudly. It waits. The affair didn't turn into a fairy tale. The money didn't last. The people who once praised them started disappearing. Then, one night, I got the message. I didn't realize what I lost. I stared at it. No anger, no satisfaction, just peace. Because by that point, I wasn't looking back anymore. The greatest revenge wasn't watching them regret it. It was realizing I no longer needed them to. Love didn't rush back in. It showed up quietly.
As friendship, as consistency, as safety. Someone who never manipulated, never rushed my healing, never made me feel like love was conditional. There were no fireworks. There was peace. And that's how I knew it was real. If you're watching this while your heart hurts, while you're questioning your worth, while you're wondering if walking away was a mistake, let me tell you something I wish someone told me. Their betrayal was not your failure. Your loyalty was never weakness. And your future does not require their regret. The best revenge is not anger. It's success so quiet, they can't interrupt it. This story isn't about losing someone.
It's about finding yourself. And once you do, no one ever gets to take that from you again. Optional outro line for engagement. If this story resonated with you, you're not alone. Like, comment, or share this with someone who needs to hear it today.